Shanti. The human soul is eternal, and God, the Supreme Soul, is eternal. The physical universe is also eternal. There is an eternal interaction between God, the human souls, and nature. The whole drama of life is based on the interaction of these three realities. The drama of life moves through 4 equal acts. From the first act of complete purity, the soul decays into body consciousness by acts 3 and 4. The soul is totally renewed during the finale. Once the drama of life completes itself, it then continues to repeat identically. Just like the hands of a clock continue to sweep around the clock face. From the silence of the soul world, each soul comes into the world of action to play its individual role through its costume of the body. God is the only soul who does not come into this world to be born. Rather, God remains above, detached from this cycle of birth and death. God has the role of purifying the world in the final act. Once the soul has totally decayed and needs lifting back to its highest state of purity. This time period is called the Golden Age. During the Golden Age, the original, perfect state of the soul is reflected in the beauty of the body and the harmony in all relationships. This is the time of the highest civilization. Science, art, and government are at their highest levels of development. Nature too is at its peak. Everyone experiences the natural attributes of peace, purity, love, and happiness. There's no need for worship, ritual, or other forms of spiritual search. The only part of the world populated at this time is a land mass known as Bharat, which includes what is now India, as well as parts of the neighboring lands. The Golden Age slowly gives way to the Silver Age. The prosperous and pure conditions continue, but with a gradual decline in the natural power of souls as they take rebirth after rebirth. Finally, there comes a time when the natural purity of the soul has diminished to such an extent that such a perfectly balanced system is no longer possible. It is then that negative forces such as anger, greed, ego, lust, and attachment first appear. These arise as the soul starts to identify itself with the physical body. Our true identity, that of eternal souls, is forgotten. Nature then reacts to the vibrations of impurity and causes calamities, which force the people to seek other lands to inhabit. The natural power of purity of the human soul is lost, as are Earth's own natural powers also. Thus begins recorded history, which is the age of searching, the Copper Age. The great civilizations, such as those of the Egyptians and the Aztecs of South America, are established, but without the harmony that existed previously. These civilizations also fall to more savage societies within a short time. In the search to regain the lost peace and happiness, people turn to worship. Ancient records show that the first worship was of God in the form of oval-shaped images or shapes like that of the sun. And these came from humanity's subconscious memories of the Supreme Soul, the one who never takes birth in a body of his own. After this, there was the worship of deities or gods and goddesses. Scriptures are written during the Copper Age, and powerful messengers, preceptors, or prophets come to play their own special roles. Thus, Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, and other main religions are established. However, the trend towards decay continues into what may be called the Iron Age, the present age of extreme violence and growing disparity between those who possess in abundance and those who live in scarcity. Towards the end of the Iron Age, there's a short period of enlightenment, the Confluence Age. During this age, the age in which I am now, I can see that while there is extreme of evil, there is also a strong reawakening of spiritual values and knowledge in the minds of many. The Confluence Age is the most auspicious period of time when searching can end, and I see a growing thirst for a new and better way of life, a return to that original golden age. This task of recreating the pure, peaceful world is achieved with the power of spiritual knowledge and Rajyoga. The knowledge and power from God makes this impossible task achievable. And once this task is completed, the human souls return to their silent home, the soul world. And then, once again, according to their roles and their accumulated purity, they begin returning to earth, as the cycle of time recommences its journey through the ages. So let's meditate on this. Let me expand my awareness beyond these present moments and see where they fit in the bigger picture, in the entire drama of life, in the eternal cycle of time. I can do this now as I'm living in this time of the drama, that is, the short period of enlightenment, the confluence age, the time when I can accurately connect with the Supreme Soul and use this connection to understand how to build a new and better way of life, a heaven on earth, a golden age. I see the lives that are ahead of me when I descend once more from my home, the soul world, and travel through the cycle of time to experience a golden, silver, copper and iron age, until I once more replenish my depleted spiritual values through a close, loving and living relationship with God. According to the roles I have to play in the drama, I leave the soul world and take physical birth on earth, just like when an actor first appears on a theatre stage at a pre-designated time. After the first physical birth, I will continue to take rebirth as I travel through the cycle of time on the world stage. I, the soul, do not return home to the soul world between the physical births. Just as an actor doesn't leave the theatre to go home until the play is finished and the final curtain goes down. Om Shanti.